Alright guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. This is Jonas from Yonayield.
2 years and you never said a word.
I want to take you with me on a trade I have opened today, and currently I am short in the German 30, so I'm shorting the DAX. I will show you why, and then maybe I can do some coverage how this trade is working out. Okay, let me show you why first so you can see the position here. I want to go very quickly to another chart window to explain you technically what's going on. Alright, we have now the German 30 open and I want to show you quickly what's going on. First you want to go out in daily. This is mainly why I started the position. I always look out of the daily chart what's going on. And we can see this run up here. So we can see clearly green candles to the upside, always making new highs. However, yesterday we wanted to break out the daily range of yesterday's candle, but then maybe it was between 9 and 11, it was in the US closing session, we got a sharp sell-off due to the stuff with Trump and China, some talks going on about Hong Kong, etc. And we can clearly see here that the high has not been taken out and we have formed kind of a doji candle, like a red one, without taking out the high, and that is very important. So we didn't take out the high. Further, we can see if we open up the RSI. So we can see here the RSI is a little bit in the overbought area, not much, but also maybe a little sign. I'm not planning to hold this position long term because I think it's still too early. RSI can even go in overbought much more. However, check this out. Okay, 1 hour, there is a clear divergence here. That is another sign showing me, okay, maybe we can go to the downside. Alright, so let me show you how I got my goal for this position. So for this, we go on the daily. We see here the daily range and we want to measure this one. Okay, so that is the daily range measured out. Now we look back in the 1 hour. Alright, so that is the daily range. As I said, potentially a reversal candle. So we want to play it on the downside. If this candle works out on the downside, then we should go in this area 200 to 261 max. Alright, so here we see also this kind of collusion area here. So I'm thinking this price can very well come in here, and that will be my goal for today. Of course, you can also see here this SR change, but not the most important thing, but it's nice to have, of course, in the setup. So how did I open my position? We can look in the other chart very quickly again. Alright, so now we're in the other platform again. As you can see, here are the positions. So let me show you how I got in. First of all, we made the daily analysis, so we knew we wanted to preferably be short. This yellow one again is the daily range, and this here is the goal of the daily range. Right, so we took a retracement from the prior top to the low, and we saw in this morning it got rejected around the 50%. All right, first sign, potentially it want to reverse to the downside. Then it got me this red candle at maybe 8 in the morning. Show me, okay, a red one with a bigger shadow. Potentially another one should come here. So I opened the first position here and stop was above here, I think. And you can also see here this white little line here. Okay, so it was actually been sucked up all the way here, but closed again under this one. And you can see it's kind of a resistance area here, or SR level if you want to call it that. So that was the other sign. But first I put only half the position in here because you know it's still early. So the other one was here, right when this low was taken out of the prior candle, showing me, okay, it wants to go in a short trend. This position actually went in the loss a little bit because it got sucked up here again. So the entry maybe was not that good, but at that point there was more confirmation. Also, it was outside the daily range here, the price. Showing me, okay, it wants to go red on the daily. So how do we need to manage this position now? Because this is very important. So as you can see, if we don't break this level here, which is a night level in 3 in the morning. So basically we need to be very careful here, because if this level here cannot be taken out within 3 red candles, so 3-hour candles here, then it will reverse to the upside, that's for sure. Okay, so this candle right here needs to break the level. If it can't, I need to get out of this trade immediately, so I will probably at this point put my stops above here. I can now already put them to break even, so I will probably do this once I finish recording this video. I will take here the risk out and then observe this candle, and if it doesn't break down here, the stops need to be managed above it, and then definitely get out of this position. It has a high chance to reverse here. This actually should be the goal out of the daily. However, there's also a different scenario which can play out here, and this one I want to show you. For this I will go again to the other platform. Okay, so here now we want to go back in the daily. So this here, this weakness candle can now play out in two ways. Either we get now the fast drop, so kind of a sell-off today, that would be nice. This is what I'm speculating right now on. Then we should go in this area 200 to 261. That the candle will extend more, I don't think so. Normally that's the goal of the daily candle, so it would stop here. We would have a red one definitely. So this is the first scenario. However, there's a different kind of scenario. I will show you this one. So it could be that now the candle is red but gets sucked up until the end of the day. Okay, what would happen then? That's a typical pattern we see so many times, especially we're in the trend up. So weakness candle here, but it doesn't really come into fruition. This one will get sucked up here, close again above the low or right on the low of yesterday's candle. So what would happen then? On Monday, the next day, so now it's Friday, so on Monday there will be another try to go down. That one would get sucked up back again, so we would have totally three red ones and with shadows here. So that would show me immediately next week we will go up again after those three red candles are made. So that is the other possibility. So we have two scenarios. Either way, there's a sell-off, fast drop down here. Would be very interesting, but we don't know what will happen. Other scenario is three red ones and they make all shadows and all a close above the low of the Thursday candle. What will happen after those three red ones? We will get an impulsive candle like this again to the upside, possibly in the DAX targeting the 12,200 level. All right, good. So now you can see this candle is getting green. I really don't like it. Problem is we still need to wait for the 1 hour close. It still takes around 45 minutes, so that's a bummer. We can't really do anything if this candle gets really sucked up green. That's how it is what it is. So then we will get out even. I will definitely take my stops now to break even, and yeah, I will make a cut in this video and later probably record again and tell you what is the outcome here. Like I said, at the moment, unfortunately, it looks like it wants to get sucked up. Typical behavior of the DAX. This index is always kind of like a diva, you know, it wants to go on one side, oh look, I'm breaking out, and then it gets sucked up again, and then the whole move of the day is finished. So if it reverses here, I would expect the downside to be finished today already. Yeah. Alright, I will let you know what happens here in a second video. Alright guys, in the meantime, there's another trade that is running. This one I want to show you as well. It is Euro and British Pound. This one we talked about in my last weekly report. If you haven't seen the weekly report, definitely go and watch it. So we talked in the weekly report that there will be Euro strength this week, and that exactly happened. So we have seen the Euro strength against the Japanese yen, against the dollar, and also now against the British pound. How did I profit from this? If you have watched my last video, first I went in the Euro and Japanese yen because that was my favorite pick, like I showed you in the weekly report, and traded this to the upside. So that went very well. That one is finished. However, I took out the profits at the top. Same with Euro dollar, and that one is also finished. And what did I do after this? I still wanted to profit from Euro strength, and I saw the British pound, so Euro British pound was still down here. So I bought it up here and it went up, so I went out around here, and now here's consolidation area. Now we have the breakout, so I want to trade it up some more. Okay, so this one for me still looks nice. If I look in Euro dollar, Euro Japanese yen, that one kind of looks now the move could be finishing, so I don't touch those anymore. But here with the British pound, it still looks like some more room to the upside. Again, I have a very high target here. Again, doesn't need to be reached, but I do think there could be quite a nice move coming here. Okay, how do I get this target area up here? Let me show you this. For this we go on the weekly, and we can see this weekly candle here is broken to the upside potentially with this candle, and here this one kind of got sucked in this weekly range again, but now also went again on the upside. So I'm thinking this weekly candle can be broken to the upside, so the target would be in this area up here. Potentially the 200%, that would be very nice if that would come. And so yeah, we still have a clear uptrend here. Also that candle is a bullish engulfing here, so that makes a lot of sense. We can also see the target from that one very quickly. So there's another target area here, and there is a cluster here, so that would be actually a nice point to take profit if it gets up here to this cluster. Alright you guys, and now on 4 hour looks good. Entry was on the 1 hour. I saw the breakout, I waited until it retraced a little bit here, and then I just went in. Stop is underneath this last 1 hour candle here. Okay, so you can see here is a support and resistance area, and even the last kind of impulsive one was here, so I want to put it underneath that one. All right, so that one is running. Should it run some more, of course I will take out the risk on even and see how it will develop. All right guys, quick update on the DAX position, on the German 30 position, what's going on. As you can see, I flipped the position. Let me explain you why. Typical behavior here, we have 3 candles to the downside, 1 hour, and the last one, as you can see, wasn't able to make a new low. All right, so that's a sign for me, okay, we don't have really a bigger trend. This much more looks like now a range bound day, despite the red candle yesterday. Looks now like range bound, so probably scenario 2 is kicking in where we get sucked up again. And this is why I took the profit out here. Once I saw there's new close, I don't want to wait the whole day for this position to run down here. I'm not that patient with the markets. If they don't want to move, fine, I take the profit and don't care anymore. And as you can see, I flipped the position now because after 3 red ones, it's highly likely that the 2 or 3 green ones come to the other side, okay? So in this position, we should be now very safe that 1 or 2 hours we go a little bit up. So this is why I took the long entry here. Does it mean this goal cannot be reached here anymore today? Not necessarily. Of course, it can be still reached. However, for me, it looks like it's not going in one impulsive move. It wants to go up here again because it didn't break down here. So what we want to do is wait until it goes up again. And then if it's up here, we can evaluate again. Okay. How can we still lose in this trade? Of course, it's possible. It could be that this one still gets sucked down and becomes red. However, like I said, it's highly unlikely. Other scenario that could be is one green one and directly red one going down again. Could happen, also very unlikely. We should be safe here for 2 hours on the upside. Once we get one green one or 2 green ones, of course I will manage the stop again to even so we don't lose anything anymore. And after that, we need to evaluate where we want to take profits. Okay, so first job should now be to take the risk out. At the moment, unfortunately, we can't because we need to wait for the 1 hour close. Once it comes green, we can start to take out some risk here. And then we will see what happens with the next 1 hour candle, because the second one is the one that's always interesting, which can show us how impulsive this move can be or not. All right, so that's the current situation here. Like I said, kind of bummer that it didn't go directly down here, but it is what it is. We need to adjust to the markets, and like I said, this is counter trend. If you look in the bigger time frame, we are clearly in an uptrend, so I don't want to hold the short side for a long time. If it shows me something like this, oh, I don't want to make lower lows anymore, then I say, okay, I don't want to do this position anymore and take the profit and don't care. Alright guys, and now you can see what I mean with the DAX as a diva. So okay, 3 red ones down, it was stopped here because no new lows, so we needed to flip the position, and now you can see this impulsive 1 hour candle to the upside. 1 hour close is coming here. I'm expecting 1 or 2 to the upside, then we need to evaluate again. So potentially, because that one is so big, I will close it soon. Depends what the next candle will do. Will the next candle go on green very fast? I will stay in. If not, I will go out. If we see this candle here has been broken to the upside, so actually we should still get a little bit more upside here in this target area, 200 to 223. All right, good guys, that's for it now. I will take definitely the risk out and observe this candle. Should it pull down too much, I take it out. If it goes green again, I try to keep it here until the target area. We are 150 now in the profit, so everything going well. All right guys, I take you back inside the video here. what is going on. So first of all, you can see I opened a new long position here, and the prior long position has been closed. Where did I close the other long position? That was around here. Let me show you why. Okay, so here we saw the stalling going on. Okay, no lower lows. So we went on the long side after it couldn't break through with 3 candles. DAX is a diva. If it cannot break through somewhere with 2 or 3 candles, we need to go on the other side. And the bigger trend is long. So the moves on the short side should actually be short. Get it? Short, short. Anyway, take a look at this. So once it reversed up, we had a position here. Then this 1 hour candle has a target up here. So the long position I started here, I took it out here in this area. I could have waited a little bit longer actually into the target. I was a little bit nervous here, so there can be a little bit better. You know, clearly I can wait until the target, but still a nice trade. So first trade of the day was short. On that one we made about maybe $100. That one went down here, and luckily we acted fast and flipped the position. Okay, so now why the new long position? Let me show you this. We have here a bullish engulfing clearly, and once I saw this price is stabilizing here, not breaking down into this bullish engulfing candle, so it clearly didn't break down here and rejected this price twice. Also, this is the daily range. You can see it here in blue. This is the daily range. And also that one was holding. So this why, so out of these 2 reasons, I went in here long again. And let me show you the target. Target is this bullish engulfing. So if that plays out, we're going to this area here, 200 to 223.6 again. And here we are pretty much there. I want to take some profits again. All right, but let me show you something different. If we go in 4 hour, we also saw here these shadows the whole time, showing us this one to go up. And actually, if we focus on the last 4 hour, we might be able to stay in this trade actually longer, because this one has been broken to the upside. And should this one play out well, so not break down in the range anymore, with this 4 hour, we could go all the way to the top of the daily range again. It might take some time. This is only the first 4 hours, so it might take this one. That one closes at 17 o'clock. Take another one, and then we'll be up here. So I will need to see, I will monitor it, either go out now or try to let it run. Maybe take out half the position. That would also be a possibility. Definitely I want to take the stops in even. If I should let it run more, definitely stop will be on even. I will do this after this video. Unfortunately, with this platform it's a little bit difficult, because if I want to change something here, I can't do it live. That's a little bit stupid, because once I have it here full screen, I cannot do anything here. Normally I can press here on the stop when I'm in the platform and pull it up here. Alright, but I will do this once I finish this video, and I think I will make maybe here a partially profit. I will probably take here and try to let the other one run. Okay, that's all for this moment, you guys. Take care, and keep you updated. Okay guys, so I will make a video here again. Potentially we will experience here a losing trade. We need to see. We are now in the minus, so that's not nice, but it happens. So quick recap what happened. As you remembered, we were long in this area here. So this is now the 15-minute time frame. Maybe let's go to the 1 hour so you can understand it better. Okay, let's recap here. First we were here long, took out here, then we went in long here again and took out up here, but only half size. The other half was managed on 0, on break even, and was stopped out at this fast move to the downside here. Okay, so what is happening? Potentially we can really see this move that I analyzed this morning. Maybe it's working out. However, I made a long here again. Why is that? Take a look at the 4 hour. There's just too many shadows here, and we defended this level here, the low of the prior day, so many times, and these shadows show me there is pressure here. It wants to go up. Now at the moment it doesn't look like it. Maybe the American market brings us a different dynamic. I'm not sure what's going on. The entry is here, right at, again, this level here, which is the low of yesterday. Also there was the 50% retracement here. Obviously we are under it now, so we're at the 61. I don't like this entry here, because from the timing it was too fast. So I definitely made a mistake here. Normally I make the entries only when a 1 hour candle is closing, okay? So here we need 2 red ones to the downside, so I made a technical mistake here. I looked at the 15-minute chart and there it looked like stabilization, so I wanted to go in. Definitely a mistake. I need to cut these mistakes out. Trading can be much more precisely if you focus on the 1 hour. So here you can see the entry needed to be actually down here. Okay, so now there's the 1 hour close, and now we can look for stabilization on 15 minutes, and then we can go in. So here, definitely not very good with the timing, and hence it's in the loss. All right. So, but that's part of the game. We will see what happens. It's kind of difficult at the moment. Maybe we will stay sideways. That could be for the rest of the day, because, like I said, on the 4 hour, okay, I mean this level was defended 3 times, but on the 1 hour there is a shadow from above, kind of show me, okay, there is a big sell-off here, and this level is also the 61 from above, so it makes sense. So the decision to take out half the size here was correctly. In hindsight, of course, I would say better would have been to take all of it from the table here, but you know, you don't know that this move can happen so fast. I mean, this 1 hour candle was big and green here, and then suddenly came down and closed red. It happens. I can understand why 61 retracement here, and of course we also saw from the target, we had this target here. So target was also reached, of course. This is why actually we took half of it out. And also we have 3 green candles here, and you know the DAX always 3 candles in one direction and then the change is coming. So now let's see what happens here. It doesn't look good at the moment. Maybe we will get some loss here. So here are 3 candles, 15 minutes to the downside. So this one needs now to reverse here. Otherwise it's finished and we will roll over. Okay guys, this is the 4 hour. Doesn't look good. Despite these shadows here, you don't see that often. Normally this is a very good indication that it wants to get pulled up. Alright you guys, and there you have it. We have been stopped out. So that was probably maybe $60 loss, something like this, $80. Yeah, so that is part of the game. Alright, other than that, I have some other bad news. Here in the Euro Pound, we have been taken out. It didn't result in a loss because the risk was taken out. But as you remembered here on this 1 hour, we went in long. So this 1 hour broke to the upside and retraced right here at the breakout level. We were long. So the entry was pretty good. But however, here you can see again, this is why I like the 1 hour chart, but I didn't look at this pair. But I didn't look in this pair that much anymore. I was focused with the DAX. Another mistake, I should have monitored here more precisely. As you can see, after 3 1 hour candles, it was over and it rolled down to the downside. Unfortunately, it didn't recover anywhere, so the stop was triggered at break even. Our stop was here. I thought this would be enough room, so this can maybe come down a little bit, but would still go up. It didn't do that, so we got stopped out here. However, this setup is technically still intact because you can see 4 hour no candle was taken down to the downside, and of course daily chart, that's the same. We're still here in an uptrend. So this pair actually could be taken again here on the long side. I will wait here a little bit, maybe I will take it, but you know, now it's already a little bit late in the day. This one will be something for the next week again. By the way, this move to the downside has been triggered by some news. Something about Ireland was going on that was affecting the UK. I didn't really read the news, I just saw it coming in very quickly. But it doesn't even matter what the news is. You can see here 3 hours to the upside. Here you already need to take some profits or do something. In my case, it was not so bad. I took the risk out, but maybe I could have taken here partially some profits because we had those 3 candles to the upside already. Alright guys, and that's it. That was my whole trading day recorded on video, so you could see exactly what positions I made and what strategies were behind the positions and what reasonings. I hope it could help you. And yeah, so in total we had 5 positions. 4 of them were in the DAX, and DAX worked out like this: 3 winners and 1 loser, so that's pretty good. However, there was no really big move, unfortunately. I was hoping maybe some bigger move can happen. For example, if the morning setup would have worked with the down move, that would have been a big move. That would have been, of course, very nice. But at least we got 3 small ones. That was pretty good. However, 1 loss, that was not so nice. Now it's 18 o'clock in the evening, so I'm finished with the day. And then we had the British pound position. That one was actually also very nice, also a good setup. However, I didn't monitor it enough. I didn't even see it anymore. And that one reversed on me, and yeah, took me out at even. Unfortunately, there of course I could have also taken some gains off the table. Alright guys, nonetheless, it's a pretty good day for a Friday. Yeah, normally Fridays are always a little bit difficult in the markets because it's end of the week and it can be slower like today. Yeah, so I wish you a nice weekend. Maybe I will make a video like this again at some point. However, it is a lot of work to always record the trades. But you know, sometimes I feel like doing it, and it's also nice so I can see my mistakes on the video. I definitely made some mistakes today. For example, with the one DAX position and with some exits, they could have been also a little bit better. Anyway, you guys, with that being said, I wish you a nice weekend and see you next week. Bye bye.
Always know how to get me sentimental. You always say the right things, like you're pushing me away.